If you give up, you're like everyone else. Chris Everett. My friends, don't be like everyone else. 10 to 15 minutes a day, that's all we ask. Dedicate yourself to learning this craft. You can do it. Stick with it for as long as it takes. It will be worth it. Let's jump into these charts. We see stocks up, bonds and gold down, Bitcoin down a little bit for Bitcoin. So let's jump into these charts. The S&P, we see a green candle forming for the week. That price percent oscillator is still negative. Derivative oscillator, green and flat. We look at the 2-day chart. What do we see there? The 2-day derivative oscillator gaining a little downward momentum, whereas the price percent oscillator is heading up. Nice size green up candle, but not enough momentum to cross over going up. Just not enough. So we'll continue to watch, wait and see what happens on the S&P. You can see where things bottomed out last Thursday morning, started reversing Thursday afternoon, Friday, zooming up on Monday, and then sort of leveling and slowing down on Tuesday. Derivative oscillator heading up, and the price percent oscillator heading up. That's where we are on the S&P, waiting for some action there to change the status quo. How about the Nasdaq 100? Up for the day 0.31%. Nice green up candle forming. Price percent oscillator positive and flat. Derivative oscillator green losing upward momentum. We look at the 2-day chart. How did the last 2-day candle end up drawing? Nice big green up candle, but not enough momentum to cross over going up. Derivative oscillator also still negative. And again, we look at the half-day chart. We see again back to last Thursday morning when stocks hit their most recent low, then started moving up since then, and then sort of slowing down after Monday's big ascent. So that is where we are. Of course, we will be watching, waiting for a potential 2-day recross going back up. We'll see if and when, if indeed that occurs. That's where we are on the Qs. What about 20-year bonds? Well, they are down for the day, see if I can read this, 0.78%. Sorry, I had to bump over to gold, take the cursor off that so I could read it. Down 0.78%. Green candle forming for the week, but again, not near the size of last week, nor reaching a higher high yet. Price percent oscillator's flat, derivative oscillator positive, losing momentum. What about the 2-day? Well, we thought we were heading up for a potential 2-day recross, and this latest 2-day candle, red open box candle, little one, and again, just sort of dying on the vine there. Price percent oscillator a little less than flat, derivative oscillator negative, losing downward momentum. We look at the half day, and that's where we can really see that dying on the vine down in the morning and the afternoon after sliding sideways for 2 days. So that's where we are on bonds, just not taking off yet, friends. What about gold? Gold down for the day just a little bit, 0.05%, but a nice green up candle trying to form, but gold is still negative on the price percent oscillator. It is heading up. Don't know if it's going to get anywhere near a crossing over going up this week. Could, still a few days left. Derivative oscillator losing downward momentum, still negative. 2-day, of course, it did cross over at the end of the day on Tuesday, so it could be setting us up for a potential weekly vertical crossover in the not too distant future. We'll see. I can't wait because I'm going to get into gold. I hope you're going to get a practice trade on in gold yourself. We can see that that was a nice crossover. Price percent oscillator flipped, as did the derivative oscillator. Like to see those things happen at the same time. What about the half-day chart? Now that's where we can see where things peaked up on gold on Monday and then just sort of sliding sideways since then, losing a little bit at the end of the day for that 0.05% decrease for the day. Not much down in gold, just a little bit. That's where we are on our 4 big charts. What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin down for the day, 2.33%. We had that weekly vertical crossover. You Bitcoin fanatics, you know when that was. That was back on Friday the 13th. Last week was decent to us. This week has been okay to us. Price percent oscillator heading up, derivative oscillator heading up as we dig a little deeper. What do we see on the latest 2-day candle? Nice green up candle, looking pretty decent. Derivative oscillator still losing some energy, but that price percent oscillator's heading up. We delve into sort of what's happening on the smallest of the charts that we look at, and we can see where things reached the most recent high on Monday and then devolving some on Tuesday. That's where we are on Bitcoin and our 4 big charts. Hope that you are making the most of these daily practices. We love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. Appreciate all the Patreon supporters and book buyers. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth, World Headquarters.